Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to AIMS India live session. Science, Animals, Class 5. We have been discussing about the animal life, about vertebrates, the group of vertebrates, how they are classified, what are the examples, like that. So this video, like a revision, we will proceed. Animal life. Here a comparative chart. We are going to discuss animals, body coverings, functions. We will take different example of animals. Children, listen carefully. Snail, turtle and tortoise. There are different groups. Snail belongs to mollusca, an invertebrate. But turtle and tortoise, these two belongs to vertebrates. But the common thing is their body is covered with a shell. What is the function? The shell protects the body from injury and from the attack of enemies. Okay, you might have seen the turtle and snails. Whenever an enemy come across, they fold their body, they withdraw all the organs into their shell and stop moving. So that they will imitate the dead body so that they can escape from the enemies. Next, fish and reptiles. Fish belongs to different group, reptiles belongs to different group. But both of their body is covered with scales. These scales are protective in function. Birds. Birds' body is covered with feathers. What is the function of feathers? Help them in flying and also keep them body warm. Keeping their body warm. Different feathers. Mammals. If you take mammals, their body is covered with hair and fur. Protect their body and keep them warm. Okay, this is you might have seen the animals which are living in polar region. Example, polar bear. White fur like hair is present. So that acts like a sweater or a blanket and which protect their body and keep them warm. Okay, children, any doubt in this slide? Once again, snail, turtle and tortoise, body covered with shell. Fish and reptiles covered with scales. Birds, body covered with feathers. Mammals, body covered with hair and fur. Next, feeding habit, different animals and the adaptations. Herbivorous animals are herbivores, the animals which feed on plant food materials. Example, cow, sheep, goat, rabbit, deer, so many examples. Any example you can take. The adaptations seen in these herbivores, sharp front teeth and large flat back teeth. Okay, they possess a sharp front teeth and large flat back teeth so that they can grip the grass and plant leaves and they can nip it out and they can chew thoroughly with the help of flat back teeth. Next, carnivores. Carnivores are the animals which feed on flesh or meat of other animals. Okay, such organisms are called carnivores. Example, lion, wolf, frog, lizard, snake, owl, eagle, tiger, leopard, like that. You can give more number of examples. Carnivores are the animals which feed on flesh of other animals. So they possess a sharp pointed front teeth, strong back teeth and sharp strong claws and hooked beak. Again, birds, hooked beak and strong claws are present. Even in hunting animals also, like lion, leopard, they possess strong feet to chase the prey, and strong front teeth or canines. They are particularly for tearing the flesh. Those teeth are useful. Okay. Next, omnivores. Omnivores means the animals which feed on both plant and animal products. Okay, both plants and flesh of other animals. So they are called omnivores. Example, human beings also come under this category. Human beings, bear, rat, crow, ants, like that. So many examples are there. So well developed teeth they possess. Omnivores, human beings, bear, and rat, they possess a well developed teeth which help them to cut, to chew the food materials. Sucking. The feeding method is sucking. So you might have observed some insects like butterfly and an annelid like leech, honeybee, hummingbird, sunbird. These are all feed on the liquids or fluids. Okay, if you take butterfly and honeybee, they take the nectar from the flower. Nectar is the sweet substance present in the flower. They suck with the help of this proboscis. Proboscis means some spring-like structure is present near its mouth. So it will open its proboscis and it will suck. And even mosquitoes also. Mosquitoes suck the blood. Leech also suck the blood. So they possess suckers. Leech possesses suckers. Proboscis is present in butterfly and honeybee. And long beak is present in sunbird and hummingbird. Okay. They possess long and slender beak. So it will insert its long and slender beak into the flower and suck the nectar. Okay. So this kind of sucking, feeding, they possess special organs like proboscis and suckers. Next, insectivores. Insectivores means the animals which feed on insects. Okay, they are also carnivores which feed on the other insects. That's why they are called insectivores. Example, chameleon or the garden lizard like only it is, chameleon, which changes its color. Then frog and lizard, wall lizard. So they possess a long tongue which helps them to catch the prey. They possess a long protrusible tongue. Protrusible means which will come out like a spring. They will throw their tongue out and the tongue is very sticky, so that insect will stick to the tongue and again they will take back. So that kind of sharp action, immediate action takes place. That's why most of these reptiles and amphibians, they are like frog, reptiles like chameleon and lizard. Okay, they possess a mechanism, a long tongue, protrusible tongue they possess. So they will always feed on live prey. Live prey means living prey, like insects, like small ants. They will feed. Okay, children. In this slide, herbivores means the animals which feed on plant products. Carnivores, animals which feed on animal products like flesh or meat. Omnivores means which feed on both plant and animal products. Sucking is the feeding habit which feed on fluids, fluid food materials. Insectivores means which feed on insects. Next, animals and organs. Respiratory organ. Mammals, birds, amphibians and reptiles, they possess lungs. Lungs are the respiratory organs. The respiration by lungs is called pulmonary respiration. Okay? Lungs are the respiratory organ in mammals, birds, amphibians and reptiles. Frog possess different respiratory organ. Here amphibian, frog, lungs are also present. But frog, while in water, and earthworm, they possess moist skin. Skin acts as a respiratory organ. That process is called diffusion. Okay, with the help of the skin, the exchange of gases takes place. Next, in insects like grasshopper, cockroach, holes are present. Air holes they are called, or spiracles. Spiracles. The body wall, on either side of the body wall, the small holes are present. They are called spiracles. From that spiracles, the air enters inside and comes outside. Next, fish, tadpoles, and prawns. These are aquatic fish, tadpole, and prawns. They possess gills. Gills are the respiratory organs. Here, whatever the organs are given, they are respiratory organs. Mammals, birds, amphibians, reptiles respire through lungs. Frog and earthworm, when it is in water, respire through moist skin. Grasshopper, cockroach respire through spiracles or air holes. Fish, tadpoles, and prawns, aquatic animals, they possess gills for respiration. Okay, children, next, animals, method of moving and adaptation. How the different animals move and what is the adaptation. Cheetah, horse, deer, zebra, and fox. These are the wild animals. How they move. They are good runners. Okay, their limbs are very strong. So strong hind and forelimbs is the adaptation which help them to run very fast. You know, cheetah is the fastest running animal. Okay, they possess strong muscles and strong forelimbs and hind limbs. Next, rabbit, hare, kangaroo, and frog. They possess strong hind limbs and long hind limbs, so that the method of moving is called hopping. Frog jump. You might have played frog jump at your school during some sports meet. Okay, children. So that is called hopping. Hopping means a kind of jumping. So rabbit, hare, kangaroo, and frog hop. What is the adaptation seen in these animals is strong and longer hind limbs and tail. Okay, these are the adaptations which help them to hop. Next, snakes and worms. Snakes and worms. They cover their body. What snakes possesses scales, and there are no limbs in these. Worms and snakes, there are no limbs. But they move. The movement is called curving and crawling. Okay, so slithering or curving. Okay, their cylindrical body and scales help them to perform curving and crawling. Wave-like movement, zigzag movement, they will move. Snakes and worms. You might have seen earthworm also. Okay, they will crawling. So such kind of movement. These are the different movements in animals. Cheetah, horse, deer, zebra, and fox. They are runners, good runners. Rabbit, hare, kangaroo, and frog. They show hopping movement. Snakes and worms show curving and crawling movement. Next, animals, method of moving, continuation. Crocodile, lizard, and turtle, they also show slow movement, crawling. So they possess short legs with sharp nails. Okay, they can move. The movement is called crawling. Next, insects. You know, different types of insects. Some of the insects walk and some of them fly. So what is the main characteristic feature of insects? Insects are the largest group of animals in the animal kingdom. Variety of insects, plenty of insects are present in the entire world. So an insect characteristic feature is 6 legs. When we will call an insect, If it possesses 6 legs, they are called arthropods. Arthropods means jointed legs. So 6 legs and wings are the adaptation for them. They can walk and fly. Next, birds except ostrich, emu and penguin. Ostrich, emu and penguin are flightless birds. They cannot fly. Remaining birds, different types of birds, a sparrow, crow, eagle, kite, like the different birds, they fly in the air. And they show the adaptation. Wings are present and hollow bones and light body weight. The body weight is also light so that they can fly in the air. Okay. So what are the adaptations in the birds? Wings, hollow bones and light body. Okay. Insects, 6 legs and wings. Crocodile, lizard and turtle, short legs. Okay. So these are the adaptations for movement. Okay, next another animal, fish. Fish possesses fins and the movement is called swimming. Water boatmen, okay, they swim. The legs and oars are present. Next, monkey, ape and gorillas, they are arboreal. Arboreal means which live on trees and they possess a opposable thumb. Opposable thumb, the thumb is somewhat different and they possess a long tail also, that is a prehensile tail, okay, which can fold. With the help of tail also they can fold the branches and hold firmly. In gorillas, tail is not there, but in monkey and some apes, this tail is present. Next, prawn and tadpole. These are aquatic. Actually, the moving with the help of legs. Prawn, but in tadpole, tail. Prawn is an insect, so it possesses legs or appendages and which help them to swim. But in tadpole, a oar like long tail is present which help to swim. Next, frog. Frog also swim in water during rainy season. So it possesses webbed feet, particularly hind limbs. So that help the frog to swim. Next, turtle and penguin. They possess flippers. Okay, strong legs only they are. So that help them to swim in water. So about the different movements and the respiration types of organs we have studied today. So children, are you ready? Ready for the today's quiz? It's very important because all these days what we have studied, tomorrow you are going to write an exam, objective type, objective based exam. Schedule will be circulated to you by today evening. Which one of the following reptiles come onto land to lay their eggs and bury the eggs in a hole in a sandy beach? We already come across this bit. Snake, dragon lizard, penguins, sea turtle. What is the correct answer here? What is the correct answer here, children? Snake, dragon lizard, penguins, sea turtle. Okay? Yes, D is the correct answer. Sea turtle. It will lay eggs near the sandy sea beach and bury the eggs in the sand. Next. The surroundings in which an animal lives and grows is called its climate, habitat, behavior, none of these. Okay. Every living organism depends on its surrounding. Okay. So what is the term related to this question? The surroundings in which an animal lives and grows is called its habitat. Habitat is defined as, B is the correct answer. Habitat is defined as the place or environment where an organism, whether plant or animal, lives naturally is called its habitat. Next question. Animal X eats plant pods. It gives birth to young ones and feeds them with milk. Identify the animal X. Okay, here fox, goat, tiger, lion. See the question. Here the animals which are given here, all they give birth to their young ones. Okay, and feed their young ones with milk. This is the common character in all these four. But here you have to read the question properly. Animal X eats plant parts. Means herbivore. It gives birth to young ones and feed them with milk. Identify the animal X. So here, what is the correct answer? Come on, think, children. Yes, very good. Goat. Okay, remaining fox, tiger and lion, they give birth to their young ones, but they are flesh eaters. Here goat is plant eater and it gives birth to young one and feeds with the milk. So for this question, the answer is option B, goat. A baby X breathes through its gills. An adult X breathes through its lung on land. What is X? Okay, X is one animal. Its baby breathes through gills. Okay, baby breathes with gills, but adult breathes through its lung when it is on land. Okay, what is the animal X? Whale, crocodile, fish, frog. So this also, so these type of questions actually come in the Olympiad exams, competitive exams. So you have to read question twice and understand. Okay? Here X is an animal. When it is baby, it breathes with gills. When it is an adult, when it is on land particularly, it breathes with lungs. Okay? So that is, come on, answer, children. Yeah, one of you answered. Okay, frog is the correct answer. Option D. The larva of frog, tadpole, breathe through its gills. But adult frog, when it is on land, breathe with the help of lungs. Okay, so whale, lungs only. Crocodile, lungs only. Fish with gills. Okay, but here the frog, when it is in the baby stage or tadpole larva, it breathes with gills, and when it is adult, when it is on land, it breathes with the lungs. Next question. Which of the following is a non-poisonous snake? Okay, snakes we have studied. So there are snakes are divided into two types, poisonous snakes and non-poisonous snakes. Here you have to select the non-poisonous snake. Come on, try to answer. Let's do guessing. Okay. This is krait, K-R-A-I-T. Krait is a poisonous snake. Cobra is also poisonous snake. Viper, Russell's viper. Viper is also poisonous snake. Python, it is a non-poisonous snake. The correct answer is python. The organisms given below are similar as they all. Here, mosquito is given, grasshopper is given, and a bird is given. They are similar. How? One of the characteristic is similar. The meaning is mosquito, grasshopper, and a bird. They crawl, they fly, they eat insects, take care of their young ones. Okay, come on. What is the common characteristic feature? Yes, they fly because mosquito possesses wings. It can fly. Grasshopper can fly. A bird can fly. The remaining all characters are not matching. Okay, fly. Option B is the correct answer. Next, observe the organisms below. Which of these animals breathe through moist skin? A parrot, an earthworm, and a frog. P represent parrot, Q represent earthworm, and R represent frog. Select the right option. What is the question? Here the organism breathe through moist skin. Okay. Only P and Q, only P and R, only Q and R, or else P, Q and R. Here P, Q and R. What is the right option? So we studied about the respiratory organs today in the first beginning only. Come on, select the answer. Those who are in live chat, please answer. Children, attempt the questions. Yes. Here, earthworm. Here, bird respire through lungs. So, we should not consider this. If you take frog, it respires through skin as well as with the lungs. So, here earthworm respires only with the skin. So, here the question is, the animals breathe through moist skin. So, earthworm possesses moist skin, frog also possesses moist skin. So, the answer is Q and R. Only Q and R. The right option is C. Next question. Webbed feet is an adaptation in aerial birds, reptilian birds, aquatic birds, ostrich. Okay, this is also already completed question. This is repeated. Aerial birds means which fly in the air. Reptilian birds. Okay. The birds. Next, aquatic birds which live in water. Ostrich, terrestrial bird. So here the right option is aquatic birds. Can you give some examples of aquatic bird, children? Yes, duck, swan. Okay. So these are some wading birds also there. The aquatic birds, they possess a webbed feet. Next, the diagram below shown a bird and a bat. Okay, bird and a bat. In what way are the two animals similar? They both have wings, they both lay eggs, they both have beaks, they both have feathers. Okay. So here bird and a mammal. Bat is a mammal. Now select the right option. If you take a bird lay egg, but a mammal give birth to young ones. Okay? So here a bird possesses feather, but a mammal possesses hairs. So I am giving clues. Try to identify the answer. Yes. Option A is correct. They both have wings. Okay. Both can fly. Both have wings. The wing which is present in the bat is a layer of skin called patagium. It is different from the wing with feathers, which is present in the birds. But wings of bat, we can say. So both possess wings to fly in the air. Next question. Okay. Children, I hope you followed the quiz. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe our channel to get live updates. See you in the next class.